Just happened. How about that play right there? As you said, opening possession, setting the tone for everything. And I'm going to look forward a little bit now because everyone should be celebrating his catch in the end zone. The tight end gets a little bit of love. But if you're a receiver on the team, you should be thinking to yourself, boy, oh boy, things are going to open up the rest of the game if they have to focus on him as well.
Hill, the lone setback. He'll get the football here. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Again, it's Hill. Muscles him off. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
For me, that was an example of why offensive linemen might want rearview mirrors at times, because you have your assignments to block, but if you can see what's going on in the backfield.
Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts, not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
They begin the drive with Hill. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight. Well, in this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
On 2nd down, Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Hill, the lone setback. A break from the ground game here. Flacco. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Complete to Gilmore, the tight end. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Ravens get a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, That should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good.
LeGarrette Blount, the 40, the 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. LeGarrette Blount with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now here come the Ravens. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Let's go! 3!
They run it again with Hill. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
And he will find his man on the outside. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Tackle made there by Eric Rowe.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
And incomplete. Now the longtime Raven punter, Sam Cook, on to punt it away.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. They'll begin here with Blount. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. The Patriots here have the early lead. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things.
Down. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-9 now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And he's got the hook up to Brandon LaFell. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Wide open, Gronkowski. And he's going to get into the end zone. So cue up the Gronk spike. It's a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Well, looking down at my game card here, that's 5 drives now for them and 4 touchdowns. I think anybody would take an 80% ratio.
I'm sure that they would, but if you flip it over to the other side of the ball, what are they going to hang their hat on? There was one possession. They held them to no score whatsoever. That's where they're going to try and build on and try and slow this team down.
This is fielded at the goal line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
He's got time in the pocket. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Play fake to force it. Now Flacco. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken in at the 22. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Patriots take over. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now, I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them.
There goes Jeremy Hill. He's at the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Offensive mistake pushes him back. Now it's second and a little bit longer.
It's over.
On second down, Flacco to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Flacco, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 15. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the one interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter.
That's just flat out a terrific play because it's rare that you see a hitch route batted down. That means someone read that one really well and was right on the spot when the ball got to the receiver.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run again with Blunt. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They go play fake to Blunt. Now Garoppolo. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Robinson. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And that's complete to LaFell. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Garoppolo on first down. Flush to his right. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Garoppolo to try again on second down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On play action, now Garoppolo finding time. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. Well, we're going to let you off a little easy there, LR. Halftime interrupted, and we are ready to get to this 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Big mistake here by the kicker, kicking it out of bounds.
The one that drives coaches crazy. Keep it in the field of play and let your guys cover.
Now a handoff. Here's Hill. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
This is fielded at the 7. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. A chance for us to look at this Baltimore defense again. And a field goal surrendered the last time out. Just by and large, are field goals wins for the defensive side?
They certainly are in today's football because offenses are so tuned up and usually have the ability to strike almost at will that when you're only giving up 3, you feel like it's almost like basketball. You're trading, right? I give up 3 on my end. I'm counting my offense to get 6 on the other, and that is a win.
Yeah, it's a win for the kicker, too, I guess, if he makes the field goal, right?
No doubt about it. He feels good about things, but his team feels like they settled.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Leopard, hurry up, blue, landed. Gun, set.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going up top, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. And it's 3rd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
2nd down following the run.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And a right side completion here by LaFell. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it gives the Pats a 1st down.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
They go play action here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have.
Blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Flacco here on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Flacco looks to throw. He's going to float this one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now, he's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Rashad Perriman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. On 1st down, Garoppolo. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that's good for a New England 1st down.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up 1st downs.
And this is Michael Floyd, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Let's discuss now this performance as it relates to the last one. You know, a week ago, and we saw it. Some pinpoint accuracy. He's displaying that again.
That was a fun film session for us, wasn't it? Able to kick back and watch him work. And what we saw was a confident leader, a guy in control, making excellent throws at times. And he's brought that with him in this ball game as well. And I'm starting to think that he's starting to feel like, yeah, I've got this thing down pat. And I think the team will come along with him.
Back now in Baltimore. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Garoppolo on 1st down. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
LeGarrette Blount was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you hear screen, screen, screen on defense, that's a little bit scary because you know a big play might result.
He was so ready to get to part 2 of the screen, he forgot part 1, couldn't get the ball. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Going underneath to Blunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. LeGarrette Blunt, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd down now after the pass completion. Second down, Flacco now. Connects it to Roberts, right side. And he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
1st and 10 here for Flacco. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
And this is secured by the Patriots. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all in the into a game situation, and now you can go back and
Blunt loses the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. And now it's 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Second and 10. Flacco once more. Finds Roberts left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Incomplete on first down. Now Flacco on second. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. And from the 9-yard line now, it's first and goal. Now Hill. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flacco here on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Perriman, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now, it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game, they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And this is secured by the Patriots. Out comes the Ravens defense now as they get ready for the next possession. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Rob Gronkowski, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more. Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now it's Flacco underneath here to Hill. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing here on first down. Flacco. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, You are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there, but let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
An extra corner on the field for New England here on third down.
Yeah, another DB. Play fake to force it. Now Flacco under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it?
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a play fake here on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on 1st down.
That'll give them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Flacco. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Max Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Danny Amendola on the return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. Only 1 timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee.
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.